Everett Collection writer-director Tom McLoughlin only made one Friday the 13th film, 1986's Jason Lives Friday the 13th Part 6. But the filmmaker did pitch franchise producer Frank Mancuso Jr. on a follow-up, as he reveals to fellow director Mick Garris on the most recent episode of the latter's horror movie podcast, Postmortem. The premise: that slasher icon Jason Voorhees face off against stoner comedians Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong. Frank Mancuso Jr. wanted me to do another film after we did Jason, McLoughlin says. And I said, what are you thinking? I don't know what it could be now. And he said, well, what do you think about Freddy Krueger and Jason? And I go, but Freddy's at New Line and the guys at Paramount have Jason, and it's like, well, we're going to try and see if we can work something out. So I started thinking about that, going, it doesn't make sense. I mean, he lives in one realm and, do you know, I take this stuff very seriously. What realm are monsters supposed to stay in? And he came back, he goes, forget it, it's not going to work anyway. And I said, you know what? You guys own Cheech and Chong. What if we do Cheech and Chong meets Jason? They're like camp counselors or something. It's like, hey, man, I saw Jason out there. No, man, that's a myth. But he said, you know what? No, Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger would, of course, eventually face off in 2003's Freddy vs. Jason. Alas, we have yet to see Cheech and Chong take a trip to Camp Crystal Lake, although fans of the series will be aware that a pair of stoner characters, named Chuck and Chili, did feature in 1982's Friday the 13th Part 3. You can hear Garris's interview with McLoughlin and House on Haunted Hill remake director William Malone at the podcast's own website. You may like comments.